Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, and this will be a video on how to hover your mouse over an object and have a blue dot or a different colored dot appear off to the left side of the object. This is useful for stuff like main menus, but I'm just going to get started. So to start off, let's double click the A button until everything is selected and hit X and delete. Hit 7 to go in the top view, and let's do spacebar and then add a text object. I'm just going to hit tab to go into edit mode right here, backspace this, and I'll just call this icon, and what we're going to do is convert it to a mesh by hitting Alt and C, select Blender Game right here, click on the Physics tab, go to Collision Bounds down here, and change it to Convex Hull. Okay, now that we have that, what we're going to do is just add a simple material to it, and let's have this material be, let's say, red. Alright, and now that we have these, what we're going to do is go from defaults to game logic, make sure Blender Game is still selected, and add a game property on our icon called icon. Alright, what we are now going to do is do spacebar and then add a surface sphere. I'm going to scale down the surface sphere just a little bit, drag it off to the left side, and let's do Alt and C and convert it to a mesh. And I'll just rename this a circle object, like this, and I'll make the color blue. Okay. Now that we got this on our circle object, what we're going to do is add an always sensor, and add a mouse over sensor, or add a mouse sensor, sorry. Change it to mouse over any with the property icon, and let's change this as mouse over like this and minimize this. Alright, now that we got that, what we're going to do is add a Python controller and connect it like this. Okay, I'm actually just going to right click, and you can see that if we right click on our icon button, the crosshairs in the corner indicating that that's where the point of origin is. So let's go into edit mode. I want to have the line select mode selected, and right click on this side and do mesh snap cursor to selected. Go back into object mode and do object transform origin to 3D cursor, so the line should appear out here. Okay, right click back on your ball now, or your circle objects, and what we're going to do is do templates Python, and then game logic simple, delete the portion that I've highlighted, and hit Control and scroll up on your mouse, make your text larger, and rename this to scripts.py and add this right here. Okay. Now that we got this, if I can drag this out for a second, there we go. What we're going to do is get our mouse over sensor inside of our script. So let's do mouse over is going to equal controller.sensors mouse over. And now we're going to have if mouse over.positive. What we're going to do is do own.setVisible 1. And if the mouse is not over an object, we're going to have own.setVisible 0. So we should see if we make the mouse visible by doing from BGE import render. And then render.show mouse 1 like this. If we hit the play button and hover over this object, the blue cube or the blue sphere will be visible like this. Okay. What we are now going to do is I'm going to copy this icon button by hitting Shift and D, and let's copy it a couple of times so it's above and below. But you can see whenever we hover over it, it's just going to show to the left of that middle one. So what we're going to do is have if our mouse is over an object, we're going to have own.position. Actually, we're going to have own.worldPosition is going to equal, for the x value, we're going to have mouse over dot hit objects dot x minus 5. Then we're going to have so essentially it's just going to be just off to the left. Actually, I'll just put 2 right here. It's going to be just off to the left of whatever object we're hitting. Then we're going to have mouse over dot hit objects dot y then mouse over dot hit objects. Actually, a better thing to do would be calling it position. Dot position dot y dot position dot x and dot position dot z. Alright, hit control and scroll out. Okay, so we should now have, if our mouse is over an object, it's just going to be just off to the left of the world position of whatever object we're hitting, and it's going to have the same Y and Z position. So if I hit P and move over here, we can see the icon is just going to be off to the left. Alright, and I'm going to change this to -1 actually, to make it a little bit easier. So we can see it's going to look like that. And it doesn't matter what icon we have in the entire screen. It doesn't matter where it is, it's just going to be off to the left. So this one, this one, this one, you can't really see the ones on the edges over there. But yeah, it doesn't matter which object, it will just appear off to the left-hand side. Okay guys, that is how you make an icon display an object to the left-hand side of it. I hope you found this useful. Here's the script just for one more second. I might have to just zoom in on this line right here. Okay guys, hope you found this useful.